Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing a what's next on the newly crowned WBA Junior Welterweight Champion at 140 pounds, Rolly Romero, following his controversial 9th round TKO victory over Ismael Barroso in a fight that he was losing on the scorecards on May 13th on Showtime. Now, before we get into that, guys, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate any and all support as I try to build my channel up. If you don't like what I'm doing, you could always give me a thumbs down, letting me know why, or leave a comment. But all that being said, back to Rolly Romero. So it was a controversial win, and now moving, you know, and I don't know if he should be in the top 10 or not, but him being the WBA champion does hold a lot of weight. And now the big question is, what's next for Rolly? I do believe that the WBA is going to evaluate what happened. They potentially could give Barroso a rematch, and I think they should. Barroso was winning the fight, you know, and don't get me wrong, he did get stunned in that 9th round against Rolly, but the stoppage was ridiculous. You know, he was firing back shots. He wasn't out on his feet. It was a bad stoppage, and I think because of that, Barroso probably deserves a shot. But I know O'Hara Davies is the #1 contender right now, and then you also have the champion in recess, the guy who was supposed to fight Rolly originally but got stripped of the belt, Alberto Puello. So the WBA, it's kind of interesting what is going to go on next. But I'm going to run through the top 10 anyways and look at some of the possibilities. You know, but I'm going to go over these WBA ones first, because none of these guys outside Puello is in the top 10. I do believe there's a chance that Puello possibly gets the showdown with Rolly first. But I do believe that a potential showdown with Barroso is there. And then I think the O'Hara Davies #1, you know, mandatory shot, that those are all three possibilities. But what I would like to see is whoever Rolly doesn't fight, those two guys fight each other to put themselves in position for the winner of Rolly and whoever he does fight. So but I do think there's a good possibility that Rolly does fight one of these three. Now, we're going to look through the rest of the top 10 and see what also could be possible. #1, Josh Taylor. Not seeing this one. Taylor fights on ESPN and with Top Rank, and Rolly is with the PBC and Showtime, so I don't see this one happening. Then you got Regis Prograis, the WBC champion. He's now tied with DAZN and fighting over there, so I don't think Prograis and Rolly, even though I'd love to see that fight, I don't think Prograis and Rolly are going to get together. Then you got Jose Ramirez, the former unified champion. He's a top-ranked guy. He's getting in line for a title shot. I don't see this one. Teofimo Lopez, also a top-ranked guy. If for some reason Teo is done after the Josh Taylor fight, then maybe it's possible, depending on what happens, if Teo decides to sign with the PBC. But we just got to see what happens, because I do believe if Teo beats Josh Taylor, then he's going to have a lot of pull, and a unification bout is definitely not out of the question, especially with all the shit that's going to get talked between Rolly and Teo. So it should be good. Jack Catterall, he's a DAZN guy with Matchroom, so I don't see Catterall fighting him next. I'm not seeing that one. Then you got Gary Antoine Russell. I do believe this is a possibility, but you know, just because they're both PBC guys, but I think they're going to try to keep Rolly away from a guy like Russell next. Next at least. I think they're going to try to build Russell to a title shot, but I don't think Rolly wants that smoke yet. Gary Antoine Russell is very good, and I don't think Rolly wants to go after him next. Then you got Ryan Garcia. You know, anything can happen after DAZN and Golden Boy worked with the PBC before, but I don't know if they would work with them in this fight, simply because Ryan's the A-side against Rolly, and the PBC and Showtime would have to come to DAZN, and I don't think they're going to do that. Then you got Sandor Martin. It depends on if he's a free agent, but I really don't think Rolly would want to fight a guy with the style of Martin, so I'm not seeing that one. Then you got Jose Zepeda, former world title challenger. Too risky of a fight, and Zepeda still has ties to Top Rank. then Alberto Puello. I already said I think this is a possibility. They were originally supposed to fight. Puello's a champion in recess. I do think it's a possibility. And then Victor Postol or Arnold Barbosa. I don't see either one of those guys. Barbosa's with Top Rank and ESPN. And Victor Postol, even though he's a veteran, I don't know if they would have Postol stylistically, if that fight makes sense for Rolly in his next fight. I really do believe Rolly is going to have to take on either his mandatory O'Hara Davies or an immediate rematch with Barroso or the champion in recess Puello. So that's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think Rolly's going to have to do. And that's it. That's what I got. That's the what's next on the newly crowned WBA Junior Welterweight Champion, Rolly Romero, following his upset, or following his controversial 9th round TKO victory over Ismael Barroso to claim the vacant title on May 13th on Showtime. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.